love you guys so much, and I really mean that. But I'm sorry, like from time to time, I always do these scary videos, man, that make it hard to sleep at night. So
to get scared, child.
I'm sorry, but I love you though. So anyways, man, we're gonna get into this. I hope you're not watching this late at night. If you are, don't watch this late at night. Anyways, man, let me run my intro and let's check this out. What's up, gang? It's your boy, Ray, and let's get to these reactions. Alright, guys, so today we're gonna look at 10 unexplainable videos that will give you the chills, man. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like to feel the chills all the time, you know, every now and again, and you know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, let's get right into it. We're gonna try and make it a try not to get scared challenge, cause yeah, we gotta work on that. We can't be chicken heads. We can't be scared, right? Anyways, man, don't be scared. I love you, I got you, I got us. Let's go. Alright, without no further ado. By the way, link in the description.
Planet Dolan.
Planet Dolan.
From a sister that claims her dead brother is haunting her to footage of a monster caught in a sewer. We count down 10 paranormal clips that will give you chills.
You got an accent,
It was
this
made
guy.
in collaboration with our friends over at Slapped Hamch. Go check out his very similar video after this one. In the
He got a weird accent, it's awesome.
meantime, though, check it out.
Number 10, exploring an abandoned house. This is some footage of two boys exploring an abandoned
Very
house.
bad footage.
At first they're just laughing and looking around, but then what their camera captures is terrifying. What makes this video believable is the genuine reaction the guy holding the camera has. He clearly panics and runs out of the house as fast as he can.
Bro, did you just see that up there?
I saw a person.
I swear I saw a person too.
Oh my god!
What
Number
the-
9.
It looked like an alien.
33-year-old Donna Aries has taken a series of chilling videos that she claims proves that her dead brother is haunting her. This clip shows a mug moving on its own, lights swaying for no reason, and a spoon flitting about her benchtop. Reportedly, Aries had a troubled relationship with her brother, who died in 2009. She believes this paranormal activity might be him torturing her from beyond the grave. She says she's woken up with bruising after hearing loud bashing on the walls.
Oh
Number
my
8,
god.
Ghost of Eastern State Penitentiary.
How did she sleep at night, bro? Oh my god, man. I would try to make peace with the brother, cause it starts off with just him scaring her, and one night, you fill in the blanks.
Since people have told stories of hauntings at the Eastern State Penitentiary. As far back as the 40s, prison officers and inmates have reported strange shadowy figures and awful sounds in the night. Since the prison was abandoned in 1971, it has become a hotbed for reported paranormal activity. This footage is from a camera that was left overnight in one of the wings of the prison. It's clear some kind of figure approaches the camera, then retreats very quickly.
What?
Number 7.
the?
Most haunted house
Was that
in
wind?
Ireland. This clip was uploaded to a small YouTube channel in September 2015. Like with most paranormal phenomena, the internet cried fake. But watch as inanimate objects begin to tumble around this small apartment.
Bro, did you just see that freaking bucket
Around
come at
this
you?
small apartment.
Bro.
Okay, that's gonna
Number 6.
Russian monster caught in Samara. This unsettling footage was uploaded on July 28, 2014 to a channel called Diman Operator. The title, written in Russian, translates roughly as something crawling on the walls of houses in Samara. The video shows some kind of creature eerily climbing the walls of an apartment block. It has 4 extendable arms and sways about as it makes its way over the top of the building. More unsettling is that a very similar creature was captured on film in 2013. Here you can see it climbing down the building with the same strange movements as the first creature. Has Chernobyl radiation spread across the country, spawning these foul monsters, or is it all a hoax?
Number 5, an alien caught on Skype. So this one could easily have been faked, but even still, the footage is very off-putting.
That was an
July
alien.
13th, 2012, a group of friends were having a group chat on Skype.
Bruh. Nah, I can't just act like that was normal. Did you just see that? Like the thing climbing up the building? Bruh.
Bruh.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All of a sudden, one of the video windows got interrupted and loaded a very
Skype
strange
call?
image. What loads appears to be some kind of grey, alien-like creature. Sure, it could just be an image from anywhere, but the creepiness is in the detail. Here it is slowed down.
Right there. 2 eyes.
Number 4, man flying over Delhi. This bizarre footage began surfacing in mid-2014. It shows a tourist couple taking a video at the World Heritage listed building Qutub Minar in Delhi, India. Panic spreads as they notice what appears to be a man flying through the air.
He's coming back now.
On December 4, 1981, 45 people were trampled to death at Qutub Minar after a stampede was triggered by an electrical failure that plunged the building into darkness. Could it be that this strange flying figure is keeping watch? Probably not, but it is fun to think about.
Number 3,
Bruh.
this footage was taken from a 2011 Victoria.
I mean, no, dude, how can you explain these things, man? How? I mean, it would be one thing if, like, they would just, I don't know if that was, like, it looked like a drone, but that thing had arms and legs.
Keep an eye where
A sewer expedition led by UK water company United
I'm not gonna sleep
Utilities.
tonight.
They were running a small camera-mounted remote vehicle through a network of very old tunnels to survey the pipes. What they discovered is a bit chilling.
He's peeping.
Do you see some
Is that a-
stuff?
Is that a cat?
If it pops up, I'm gonna look at it.
Number 2, haunted video store. This is some CCTV footage taken in a
Yo,
blockbuster
I'm glad there are no jump scares. Because when I look closer, if that thing came at me, something is gonna break in this room.
store
I'ma
in
jump.
Mexico. Many employees
Best
have
believe it.
reported strange occurrences taking place in the shop, such as being shoved in the back or having air blown onto their necks and ears late at night. This footage shows an employee being harassed by some unexplainable force.
What? Did you see the DVD fall down? What?
What's the DVD? It looks like a tomato.
Bruh.
Like those juice tomato things.
Yeah, get the hell out of there. Run.
Number 1, a Japanese homeowner posted this unsettling footage to his
Boy.
Facebook page, claiming proof that a ghost child visited his living room. The footage clearly shows some kind of floating apparition move from one side of the room, bend over, and then eerily float back. While most people would be posting a for sale sign immediately, the homeowner was actually thrilled to claiming it was a Zakishi Warashi, a mythical creature from Japanese folklore that brings good luck. Big shout out to Slap Tam for helping out with this script and video.
Alright.
If you
Look, if it wasn't a hologram and it wasn't edited in. Alright, so basically, this video probably won't be as scary as it would be during the school year, because most people are in summer break right now, so like a school lockdown doesn't sound that crazy. But anyways, man, today we're gonna look at 3 true lockdown horror stories, and this is by Mr. Nightmare. If you guys know anything about creepypastas or freaking scary stories, Mr. Nightmare is the king. Anyway, so guys, I'm gonna run my intro and then we're gonna check out these 3 terrifying stories. Let's go.
This one's part
Want to join my free gift card giveaway? Subscribe to my channel, like the video, and turn notifications on. And finally, tell me in the comment section below if you subscribe. What's up, gang? It's your boy, right? And let's get to these reactions. Alright, guys, so Mr. Nightmare man, he could basically make anything look scary or sound scary. And today he has 3 allegedly true. This is based on real life. It's real. Lockdown stories. And one of them doesn't take place at school, but then we'll get to that. So yeah, without no further ado, guys, let's go. It's gonna be scary, guys. I guarantee you that. Link in the description to the original.
So, this one is gonna be
I was 16 in my junior year of high school.
Listen to his voice.
I had 9 periods in a school day. 5th period was lunch, and straight from there was my astronomy class. My astronomy class was actually held in one of the 2 basement classrooms of the school. My high school was big. There were 3 floors, and even that wasn't enough to accommodate all the classes offered. So the school built 2 classrooms in the basement.
In the base.
It was honestly kind of creepy down there when nobody else was around. It used to be a janitorial area. However, it was remodeled to better resemble a typical hallway.
Wait, did he say janitorial? Okay, janitorial, like where the janitors go. I heard something else, man. I'm weird.
The only thing, there were no intercoms or loudspeakers down in the basement at that time. For that reason, no classes were held down there first period for the morning announcements. Everyone referred to this little section of the basement as the chamber, and everyone always tried to get classes down there just because it was air conditioned and the classes were typically easier. Plus, it had its own bathroom down there. We had a quiz in astronomy that day. Usually I was one of the first done just because I found the class easy. After I finished my quiz, I texted my friend who was in the other basement classroom to meet me in the bathroom because I was bored. He told me okay. I walked out of the classroom and down the small hallway to the bathroom.
Wait, that sounds kind of creepy already. Like, yo, meet me at the bathroom. Alright.
Go back.
Well, pause. No worries. Let's keep
Seconds
going.
later, the door opened and my friend JJ entered the bathroom.
JJ.
We were joking around for a while until JJ checked his phone and said someone texted him saying the school was going on lockdown. We both looked at each other with the same grins. Neither of our teachers saw us leave the classrooms. That meant we had free range of the school while it was on lockdown. We agreed to sneak upstairs and look around the hallways just for the hell of it. The worst that would happen is that we'd explain how we couldn't hear the announcements in the basement classrooms. Upon opening the basement door to the main floor, we were surprised to find all the lights had been turned off, so the hallways were pretty much pitch black aside from the light pouring in from the doors in the lobby. This was legit because usually the lights were left on in the hallways during lockdowns. Something was going down, and we didn't know if we were even comfortable walking around now. JJ stepped out a little further into the hallway, and I followed suit. JJ then looked down the hall and said, "Who's that?" I looked, and emerging from the darkness was a man. At first, we couldn't tell if he was a teacher or not.
I already know it's a janitor. I know it. Just like the guy in, is it The Simpsons? Like the crazy janitor, the Irish guy? Janitor's always creepy, man. Trust me.
But as he got closer, we realized this guy wasn't dressed at all like any staff member. He was dressed like a bum. Alright, let's go, I told JJ as we hurried back down to the basement. He surely saw us, whoever he was. We saw both classrooms had their doors shut and lights off, so to avoid making a scene, we decided to hide in the bathroom. I shut the light first thing, and then we both went to hide in the corner stall. There was complete silence in the room. No ventilation, no heaters, nothing. Just the sound of me and JJ breathing, and an occasional drip from the sink.
They made a
The door to the
mistake
bathroom
already.
suddenly opened, and light from the hallway poured into the bathroom for a brief moment. The door shut, and the bathroom was once again pitch black.
As I said, look, if someone's chasing you, don't corner yourself. Now they're in the bathroom, there's nowhere they could run. They can hide, but they can't run. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get real, guys. These guys are about to be slaughtered.
Me and JJ tried our best to control our breathing. The room was so silent that we could hear somebody walking over to our side of the bathroom. The person stopped and started breathing really heavily, as if they were out of breath. Me and JJ were both scared to death. JJ did something very dumb. He whispered in my ear, "We have to crawl out through the other stalls." The room was so silent, however, that even JJ's whisper could be heard from across the room. The heavy breathing outside the stall stopped, and the person tried pressing the stall door in. That was when I whispered, "Go, go," to JJ. We both crawled under the side wall to the next stall over, and then the next stall, and then finally out to the other side
Like
of the
down
bathroom.
there?
The person was now full-on banging on the stall door. Me and JJ hopped up off the floor, opened the door, and as the light filled the room again, we saw the guy from upstairs in the corner. We pounded on the door to JJ's class. The teacher let us in within seconds. JJ explained everything as the teacher locked the door, mentioning a gun sticking out of the man's pocket. I was shocked to hear this because I didn't see a gun, but I went along with it anyway. Usually a bunch of high school students would be laughing their asses off at two students causing a scene like this, but I noticed all the kids sitting in the corner looked concerned. A sudden bang at the door made everyone jump, and a couple of girls squeal out of fear. JJ, the teacher, and I could see the man standing at the door, looking through the window while trying the doorknob. After a few bangs on the door out of what seemed to be anger, he turned and walked down the hallway back to the stairs. We don't know how much longer the lockdown went on for, but for over an hour we sat in silence in the room, other than the teacher occasionally asking me and JJ questions in a very concerned tone, shaking his head after everything we would tell him. Eventually, somebody from upstairs called the teacher and he instructed all of us to single file walk up the stairs and out of the building, where we would be greeted by cops.
Damn!
JJ did the best we could at describing the man to the cops and to the dean. One of the cops patted me on the back and we were sent off to go home. After this incident, the school installed cameras everywhere and ramped up the security budget. This incident never got media attention, so honestly, we never found out if police caught the guy. I'm convinced that man had no other intentions but to kill us then and there in that bathroom stall.
Whoa, that's crazy. And guys, this is based on true stories. So that's crazy. Wow. What would you do? Think about that for a second. They did the right thing, man.
I'm a retired New Jersey police officer. Throughout my 20 years in the force, the most disturbing call I ever received was...
I always say, man, don't corner yourself. They were better off like running to the classroom in the first place. But then it would have got worse, because then he would have followed them to the classroom and it would be a massacre. Oh, Lord. Anyways.
School lockdown happening at a nearby middle school, of which I'll leave out the name for legal reasons. It happened on a stormy, dark day. My car number was called on the radio to respond to a lockdown, where a suspicious-looking man was seen stepping out from a white van parked behind a school and walking into the back door by the boys' locker room. I pulled up to the back parking lot of the school, right next to the white van. Nobody was inside and locked. I opened the red back door that entered into the gym hallway, right by the locker rooms. The main lights had been turned off, so the whole inside of the school was dark. I unholstered the flashlight from my belt and used it to navigate the halls. I made it to the lobby of the school, where a woman emerged from the front office quietly, telling me to check the boys' locker room, but to be careful because the person might be armed. I called for backup on my radio and was assured backup was already on the way.
This guy's a cop.
I made it back to the hallway I entered from, where I found the boys' locker room right next to the exit. I pushed it open very quietly. There were no windows in the rooms, therefore there was no light whatsoever in that locker room. Only the light provided by the flashlight. There was a white noise in the room, some kind of vent on the ceiling blowing air. But even over that, I was hearing faint scratching type noises, or little dings on the locker door.
Damn, sounds like some killer bees.
I was supposed to make my presence as a police officer known, but honestly, I was just too scared. The tension in the room was insane. I held my flashlight in one hand and my gun in the other as I snuck to the other side of the locker.